Um, since the young age of 4, when I had been marathoning Star Wars, all 3 movies back to back almost every day, I got really inspired and just loved the idea that you can create these whole worlds full of different people with different life lessons they could teach through their actions and through their words. And ever since then, I just really wanted to be a part of that and kind of do what George Lucas and Mark Hamill and everyone else had done for me at that age.
Okay. Who's your favorite actor and why?
Um, I'm gonna have to say right now, Elizabeth Olsen.
Oh, okay. Hmm.
Yeah, because I mean, we're
WandaVision.
WandaVision, yeah. Just I'm still dealing with all that and the amount of range she did in those 9 episodes,
Hmm.
emotional range wise, was phenomenal. And even going back to like Godzilla back in 2013,
Oh
2014,
yeah. Hmm.
um, she had such a small role, but she did such an incredible job of making it feel like it wasn't just a monster movie. It was there were people there and there were things to care about other than just giant monsters destroying a city.
Indeed. There was this horror film she did years and years and years ago that was like continuous handheld shot. It was like, I mean, and it followed her around. I mean, it was I'll have to look it up to see which one it is. You might like it if you haven't seen it, since you like
Probably.
her work.
Yeah.
What's the favorite role that you've had that you portrayed and why?
Um I'd have to say my favorite role that I've portrayed was I did this little indie film that ended up on YouTube and his name was I can't remember his name. Wow. Wow, that's bad. But no, basically he was just this guy who was in over his head and deep down he just really wanted to help people. Um, but he had no idea of how to actually do it. So he would end up in incredibly dangerous situations and kind of chicken out at the last second. But just the idea of that he wanted to help and wanted to be he wanted to make a better world for everyone around him and for himself. Just that he was kind of there was that little nugget of hint of change, really humanized him for me, and I really enjoyed playing him.
What kind of characters do you identify with? If like, how would we market you? What kind of roles?
There's a there's a character trope called that has been coined as the crouching moron hidden badass.
Oh, interesting.
And
Okay.
yeah, and there's
Okay.
different there's different ways to do them, but basically the most common way and I think the most like interesting way to do it is they pretend to be incompetent
Hmm.
or lackluster in some way, and then when the chips are down and they have to do it, they rely on their more badass skill set to kind of solve the issue. And usually it's because they have this sort of traumatized or the traumatizing background, and they have a very good reason as to why they pretend to be an absolute idiot. And
Okay.
yeah, so
Interesting. Well, I like the duality of it all,
that too.
to seem the opposites, to seem one way and yet be something else underneath.
Yeah.
What types of shows would you want to be submitted for? Are you interested in television, or you want to solely focus on film, or does it matter?
It doesn't really matter to me. I've always said to myself, I don't really care how I do it. I just want to help make films. I want to help tell stories. And whether that's I'm in front of the camera acting for it or if I'm just holding a boom pole, um, yeah, I just want to help tell stories. And whether that's through film or TV series or radio dramas, doesn't really matter for me.
Okay. where do you see yourself a year from now and 5 years from now?
A year from now, if I have to be realistic, I want to audition for season 5 or 6 of Cobra Kai on Netflix.
Okay.
And then 5 years from now, I would like to be producing either my second movie or my first movie. Well, filming a script that I wrote, because that's another thing that I like to do.
Oh, so both you and Michael are screenwriters as well as actors.
Yeah,
So
we haven't had the chance to talk about it, but as soon as Michael said that, I was like, oh, kindred spirit.
yeah, indeed.
Oh, wow, that's deep. So it's like life after birth. Hopeful. All right, what do you want? Why are you here? I've heard all your platitudes and I've got them. I know. She's in a better place now. Or this is all part of a master plan. Heard that one too. Here's my favorite. God looked down and saw the most beautiful rose, so beautiful that he picked it to have it in heaven all to himself. And then there's the science, the biocentrism, that we're all living and dying in infinite universes all at the same time. And then there's the religion, the Christians and their salvation, the Buddhists and their samsara, the Hebrews and the 41st sacrament. And then there's the poetry. Don't forget the poetry. Oh, the poetry. To die is different from what anyone supposed, and luckier. Whitman. And rage. Rage against the dying of the light. The wise men at their end, no dark is right. Thomas. And row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. I got it. That you're a natural part of life. I shouldn't hate you. I shouldn't fear you. I guess we should just accept you, right? Yeah, I get it. Here's the thing. It's all just a bunch of intellectual bullshit. Because she's not here holding my fucking hand.